Guy with Beer Guns and Gear, we're doing a little tete-a-tete, or head-to-head, as they like to say in the Anglo world. We have here the Savage 110 with the Magpul Hunter, I think stock is what this is called. My brother put a Hog Hunter on it, and I just finished mounting this Hog Hunter on the Ruger Gen 2. So we're going to have a little head-to-head. The only thing he's got, I would say, on his barrel that gives him a slight advantage, for follow-on shots at least, is that MDT muzzle brake, which we know does an excellent job because we watched it slow-mo and it does not jump. So we want to see which one shoots better. I can tell you right now which one I would rather walk through in the woods. I would say this is maybe 7.5 pounds now with everything in it. And I think we measured this, weighed this before, and I think it was 10.8, 11.2, somewhere around there.
11.5. Without rounds.
This is a chunky boy. This is more like a bench shooter. This to me feels more like a hunter. So, but this is the hunter stock, so you're supposed to hunt with this. Anyway, it's a cool looking firearm, and like I said, maybe this one here might have an NDT in its future. Check it out, guys. Should be fun to see what the results are. Movement than you experienced. Huh?
Yeah, there's a little bit more punch in the second shot.
I see what he was saying. They are a little mushy. It's certainly not as precise as, like, you know, the Bergara that has the Engage on it, or the Pro. But if you take your time, you can feel it. So that's good enough, right?
How's the trigger pull?
It's crisp. There's not very much travel. I'm happy enough with that. Oh, that's a nice start. That's right in the lower bullseye. Yeah, I just wanted to do a post-range wrap-up. It's really hard to talk while we're out at the range, and you know, there's so much noise going on and so many other people shooting and stuff, and it's a public range, private membership, but you know, you get what I'm saying. So there it is. Okay, this is the fella I've been waiting for a very long time, probably almost a year. It is the Ruger American Gen 2. It's covered in pine needles and stuff because I just got back from a unsuccessful moose hunt with it. Went wet. It wasn't the rifle's fault though. I just didn't see one, and that's hunting. So I want to talk a little bit about this rifle because so far I am very impressed, and it is living up to the hype that I have heard. Now, it's not a heavy rifle, okay? And now I certainly made it a lot heavier by putting this Vortex Crossfire 3-12 Hog Hunter on it with the lens shade. And the reason why I put, you guys will probably say, why would you put the lens shade on it? It adds extra, does add a little bit extra light. Weight, but where I hunt, my blind basically is pointing directly into the sun. So if one does come out on the far left, which happens quite a bit, just not while I'm there, this is going to help keep that sun out of my eyes while I'm trying to get a good sight picture and hopefully squeeze the trigger and drop one. So it does add a little bit of weight, but it is 6.5, 6.5 pounds without the scope. And that is excellent for a hunting rifle, right? And you can see, like, I'm not struggling to lift this by any stretch. It's just that I've added some weight. I don't know what the actual weight on it is, but it's not super heavy. It does have a very nice action. Okay, and I'm not talking about a Tikka action, but for a Ruger, very good. 3-lug design, which keeps the throw down. It is a short action. This one is chambered in 308. It's got that beautiful Cerakote twist fluted barrel on it, 20-inch barrel, okay? Very attractive looking firearm, and it shoots. I mean, I was a little bit nervous at first. Let me see if I can keep this straight. And I may have already gone over this. I don't really remember. So I tried 150. I tried the 165, and I tried the 180. Now, where I went to get the ammo, I don't have any reloaded. Where I went to get the ammo, the only thing I had was Federal Fusion. So I was really hoping, wow, I hope this stuff shoots good in it. Now, maybe there's some other stuff out there that shoots a little bit better, but... And then break-in. I don't know if I'm a believer yet or not, but anyway, break-in. I didn't do the break-in right away. So this is target 1, okay? And let me see. So this was 165, which, as you can see, did not have a very good outing. And then so let me see. Oh, sorry. This is 165. Okay, and then this is 150 whitetail, which my brother, luckily, he had out. Okay, that it didn't like that. It didn't like the 150 at all, and I was like, oh, what is going on? Not that I would shoot 150 at a moose, but anyway, I'm trying to find something it does like decent. S&B 180 grain is over here, you know, and that wasn't great. So now I'm thinking, well, what does it like? This was number 4. I think this was, this target here was just trying to get into the 0, okay? And then the bottom right, as you can see, that was 180 grain Federal Fusion the first couple of rounds through it. So yeah, like that's a big. I'm not going to hunt something that groups that distance. So I was a little bit concerned right off the bat. What did I try then? Well, I tried some Seiko Hammerhead 180, and that stuff typically does pretty good. Let's see if I can orient this correctly. That stuff usually does pretty good, and it did not disappoint, okay? So that's the Seiko Hammerhead 180. This is shot good, pretty well out of everything. So all of a sudden it went like pow. I'm like, oh, okay, good. So that's about a 1-inch MOA, and I will hunt a 1 MOA. And then right dead center, right? Sorry, I misspoke. This is the Seiko Hammerhead, which is still about a 1-inch MOA. And then this here is the Federal Fusion 180. So the rifle basically started to settle in. And I think there's more to be squeezed out of it, but, you know, on my part as well. Because you do kind of have to get used to a rifle and how it shoots. The trigger on this is decent. That's what I'll say. It's okay. I think I could play around with it and maybe take it down. It is an adjustable trigger, but if you want to listen to that, it's like you got that stupid little blade thing. I don't know, it's not stupid, I guess. It's okay. It's nice and crisp, and I would guess it's about 3 pounds. I don't have the trigger measuring gauge with me. We'll do that another time, maybe when we go back out to the range. But like I said, a very nice clean action, and it's set up for hunting, and I would definitely hunt it. I really like this rifle aesthetically, especially where I hunt. I'm very much out in the elements, so with a Cerakote, you know that you don't have to worry about it so much as, you know, protecting it from the rain and the water. You do get an AICS mag, which is another bonus about this thing, is that's what it takes. And this is a 3-round, so it does protrude slightly out of the stock. And I know there'll be some people who say, I don't really like that, and that's okay. But it doesn't really interfere. I'm kind of used to that, so it doesn't bother me. I know a lot of people like those flush fit, but this is okay. I mean, it doesn't stick out all that much, and there's not much wiggle in it, and like I said, AICS mags is the way to go. I don't find that it interferes. It does have a pretty traditional shaped stock. Maybe this rifle would be in line for like an MDT upgrade. Let me know, guys, what you think about it. If you're lucky enough to find one of these, especially in a 308 in Canada, wow, buy it quick, because they're getting snapped up like nobody's business, and they're finally starting to show up on the shelf, so you might have the opportunity. Other calibers that are out there, well, just about anything. Ruger American, their going to produce the Gen 2 in just about every, and you can check out the website as far as finding out, but some of your popular calibers for sure, 308 included, 30-06. I see a lot of 7mm 08s out there actually available, and then there's your Legend stuff. So they're gonna go really hog wild, I guess, and produce this, mass produce this. They probably could have sold thousands of them already in Canada if they had them on the shelves, but you know as well as I know, if you were looking for one of these, they're rare like hen's teeth. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope we didn't lose all of the shooting footage. This thing does shoot really nice. We were trying to cram everything in though, because I basically zeroed this, shot a couple of rounds, and took it moose hunting for 2 weeks. So I'm impressed with it. I like it. And you know what? That scope for inexpensive has a very nice clear picture. So if you guys are using the Hog Hunter, let me know what you think about that as well. Drop it down in the comments. And I mean, I don't really see any cons about this. It's definitely free floating. I mean, it is, and it's a $950 Canadian rifle, so you can't go wrong with that. Guys, don't forget to click that like, subscribe please, and let me know in the comments what you think about the Ruger American. Is this what you want to see me shoot more of? Let me know.